What am I? I grow stronger the more you believe. I shrink the more you doubt. I'm invisible, but everyone sees me. Without me, you hesitate. With me, you soar. What am I? If you guess confidence, you're absolutely right. Tune in for this episode of the Mental Fitness Matters Show. Hey, Mental Fitness Matters family. Welcome to the latest episode of the Mental Fitness Matters Show. If you are tuning in for the very first time, thank you for joining me. If you've been here for a long time, I appreciate your continued watching, listening. Make sure you subscribe to the Mental Fitness Matters Show on all your listening and audio platforms. Today's episode is going to be very, very special. I have the honor of having my niece back on the show with me. So if you've been with me for a while, you may remember a few years back, she joined the show. It was during a holiday break. She was in town, and she was about 7 years old at that time. Fast forward to now, she's 12. I have had the honor of watching her grow, change, love, play, all of the things. And she's 12 now. So she's going to be joining us this episode. At the beginning of the show, I gave you guys a really cool riddle around confidence. I have had the honor of watching her grow up, be brave, be strong, make friends, dance, play, and laugh. And she's joining me on today's show, and we're going to actually tune in to hear a couple little affirmations she had when she was younger, but just get a chance to know her from where she is now. Confidence is built. And I really want to have this show, and I'm glad that she's here because the very first show that we did together, we were talking about courage, confidence, being brave, all of the things. As we all grow, as we all get older, we have to literally tap in to this confidence every single day. It's not something that you have and stays with you. It literally is something that's built over time and it's tested over time. And so I'm glad that she's here. We're going to check in with her where she is. You guys are going to hear a nice little affirmation, parts of an affirmation that she did when she was 7 years old. But before we get to that, Nina, welcome. How are you, girlie?
I'm good.
What is new since the people have seen you last?
I moved to a different dance studio.
Yeah.
And I compete, and we're doing really good.
Are you having fun?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys do a lot of competitions, don't you?
Yeah.
Is it a lot of hard work?
Yeah, 'cause it's hard to remember everything, and you have to make it really good the first time, or you might not do good at competition.
Oh, so a lot of practice?
Yeah.
Got it. Does it help to practice?
Yeah, it's tiring. Sometimes I don't want to go.
Yeah, that's understandable. It literally takes up all your time. I joke with your mom, my sister, who's an amazing mom, by the way. Hey, Shonda. But I joke all the time. She doesn't have any free weekends, and she can never get up here to see me because you're practicing all the time.
Yeah. I have dance every day.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's a good thing. It keeps you busy. It keeps you good at what you're doing, and it takes practice. Is it okay before we get started? Can we let the people hear some of your affirmations when you were 7, and then we talk about that a little bit?
Yeah.
All right. Check out this audio track. So Nina created an audio track when she was about 7 years old, affirmations. And if you are new to affirmations, these are just things that you say to yourself about yourself that you put into the world, you put into the atmosphere to really encourage yourself to become who you're wanting to be. Your self-talk, what you say to yourself matters. So take a listen to a brief clip of this audio.
I am okay being me. I am brave. I am strong. I am loved. I am helpful. I am kind. I can be anything I want. I'm important. I am a good friend. I am a hero. I'm happy.
All right.
Everything to
Listen at that little voice. When you hear you, what do you think when you hear your 7-year-old self?
I sounded so squeaky. Like I was so little.
Yeah.
Those were some big words for for a second grader.
Yeah. How did that feel as you were saying those? Or what have they meant to you?
I think I've really become more helpful and more of a good friend and kind. I think that was on there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've just become more of a better person since I was 7.
Wow.
And yeah.
That's awesome. You've become more of a better person since you were 7. I heard you talk about your friend. You have a really cool special friend groups at school, at dance, and you're a special friend to people.
Yeah.
That matters to you, huh? What would you say when you think about the word confidence? What does that mean to be confident? What does that mean and feel like for you?
To be brave and to believe in yourself when you don't think you can do it.
Has there been times when you've had to kind of believe in yourself when you didn't think you could do it?
Yeah. Like at school when there's these tests and you don't even know there's a test until the week after or before because you never pay attention to when she says there's a test. So that's kind of stressful, especially when there's 5 tests in 1 week and you have to really prepare for them.
Yeah.
And when you have a pop quiz, that's not fun.
Got it. Have you ever had some of those fears, worries, or challenges and you thought that you couldn't do it, but you did a good job anyway?
Yeah. Like a competition, my very first one, because I was really scared because I've never done one before.
Yeah.
But we did good.
So how does that feel? Because I think a lot of us, even as adults, there's things that we walk into and we're unsure. There's some uncertainty. We're afraid because it's our very first time. We've never done it before. And sometimes we can almost talk ourselves out of the thing, right? That fear or that feeling that you got. Do you get that feeling in your stomach like butterflies? What does it feel like for you? Like if you're worried or afraid?
I just get really scared and then I'm do I really want to do it? Or should I not do it? And then there's all these people that are do it.
Yeah.
Do it. And then eventually I just end up doing it because, yeah.
And so after you just do the thing, how do you feel about the worry that you had in the beginning?
I mean, once you do it, you realize it wasn't that bad and you can do it again. But usually if it's a really scary roller coaster and I had to do it because everyone was forcing me to do it and it was really scary, I probably won't want to do it again.
I don't blame you. But I think that's an important message. There are some things that you're going to face, especially if there's other kids listening to this. I want them to hear what you said there because I know your 7-year-old self, your 8-year-old self, your 5, 6-year-old self, there's been a lot of transitions in your life. I remember when you were going into kindergarten and you were worried about going to kindergarten because you were going to be the smallest one there.
I was scared because I was always scared that I wasn't going to make any friends.
Yeah.
Because I was new and I wouldn't make any friends. But my mom always told me that I was really good at making friends. But I didn't really think I was.
What do you think now?
I really am good at making friends. Everyone wants to be my friend. Yeah. And sometimes it's hard because there's always a line of people waiting to sit next to me. And I never know what to choose. So sometimes it's difficult to have a lot of friends.
Yeah. Wow. So one of the things that you were worried about has become a challenge because there's so many people who love you and want to be your friend. So now you're choosing how to spend your time. That's a good problem to have. So what do you tell kids who are worried about going into school or making friends and doing all those things? What do you say to them?
Well, what I told myself, you can't really be shy or no one's going to talk to you. If you're just sitting in the corner, no one's going to talk to you. I mean, unless they're like really, really nice, like me,
Yeah.
and they want to talk to you. You just have to like be brave and put yourself out there or you can't make any friends.
Be brave. Put yourself out there. That's good advice. That's good advice. So, yeah, even as adults, kids, no matter what age we are, I love the language that you used in the beginning of this, Nina. You said you're becoming a better friend. You're becoming a better helper. You're becoming a better person. Think about that in the world. We're becoming, we're going to be faced with these new situations, these new challenges. Put yourself out there. If we're sitting back in the corner, waiting for something to happen, waiting for somebody to walk up to us, people may, if you have somebody like my sweet niece here, she is a kind person. If she sees people kind of on the outside, she makes that effort to go in there. But you may not be in those situations. You may be faced with challenges in your life that you got to put yourself out there. You got to be brave. You got to take a chance. You got to go for it and see what happens. But what will happen if you don't try is that nothing happens. Right? So talk a little bit about when you were doing some of those affirmations. Like you said, some of those words were really big for a second grader, and you're having to kind of learn what some of that stuff means. Are you having fun along the way, being a kid?
Sometimes. Like, some things are fun, but then some things are not so fun. But you just have to do it anyways. Like, you don't really have a choice to do it or not.
Yeah.
Like, when I had to get braces, I didn't really want to get them. But it happened anyway, so can't really do anything about that. And sometimes it's just really scary. But most of the time it's really fun because you get, like, anything you want when you're a kid. And, like, you get all the fun stuff, and like you don't have to work to do a lot of things. But then when you get to be an adult, you have to like go to work and stuff, and it's really boring. So I just don't really want to grow up, but I do because I want to learn how to drive.
You want to learn how to drive. That's awesome. Yeah, we are always kind of telling her to slow down on the age thing because every time I turn around, she's a year older. And I'm like, where does the time go? So as she's getting older, I'm getting old. It's a lot. Yeah, so we don't have to rush the age thing. Let's talk about challenges, Nina. So has there been times when you think about challenges or your hard days, what helps you be okay being you on those hard days?
Sometimes, like, if I don't want to wake up and it's like really early, like 6 a.m., and I really just want to go back to sleep, I tell myself, you can't end the day if you don't get it started. So I just have to get up. If I want to go to sleep, I gotta get up. So then I just go through the day, and if like something's really hard, I just have like a bunch of friends who like make me laugh and stuff.
Yeah.
And family that will help me feel better. So I just have to just push through the pain. Like sometimes it's just gonna have to happen.
That's a big deal. You can't end the day if you don't get it started. That's a good one. That's really good. Can I borrow that?
Yeah.
That's a good one because yes, we have those days where it's like, can I just push snooze 5 more times? I don't want to get going. But you're exactly right. We can't end the day if we don't ever get it started. Sometimes we get stuck before we even start. So having a positive mindset, but I even heard you say you have some healthy mental spaces that you can kind of get into, whether it's your friend group, whether it's your family, that help you get through those tough times. Make sure, guys, as you're listening to this, if you're a parent listening, and even if you're a kid listening, making sure that you and your children have some healthy, positive mental spaces that they can check in. What does their friend group look like? What does their social calendar look like? What does their family look like? Having these connections integrated throughout their life and their experience will help them when they may not have the energy to push through themselves. That's really important. And you do have a really good surrounding around you. We're very proud of you. I am very proud of you. Every time I see you, whether I'm at home in Raleigh or you guys are here, I just am amazed at how awesome you are continuously becoming. You're funny. You're brave. You have an amazing personality. You're an awesome dancer. Let's talk about that, because I know our first show, dance definitely was a part of your life. A lot of your own creativity showed through your dances. Now, like you said, you are in a competitive dance space where you guys are competing. You're going to competitions, so it's a little bit more pressure on you. How do you feel like you're handling that type of pressure?
I always sometimes when I'm really scared, like in a good way,
Yeah.
scared, I get really excited. And sometimes it can be a little scary because you don't want to be late or they're not going to let you go. And you can't forget something or they're still not going to let you go. So you got to rush, but you can't rush too much that you forget something. And you got to remember everything, but I feel like if I keep practicing the dance over and over and over again, then I'll forget it.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to try to not forget it. And I'm scared of small crowds because you can see everyone that's watching you. So I like bigger crowds better because you can't see every single person that's watching you.
Got it. So what do you do when you get nervous in front of small crowds?
I hum.
You hum.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what my dance teacher taught me. She said if you get really scared, then just hum and it makes you feel better.
Got it.
And sometimes when we get scared and we're dancing on stage, we go really fast. And the judges know when we're going really fast, so that's how we usually end up losing like that. So we just gotta slow down and try to be with the music. Mm-hmm. It's kind of hard when everyone else is going really fast and you're going the right tempo. It makes you look like you're going too slow. So then you start going the fast that they're going, and then it messes all up because everyone just looks like popcorn.
That's great. You recently have accepted a challenge, haven't you, for dance, doing something that's pretty brave.
What?
A solo?
Oh, yeah. I didn't really want to do one at first because I was scared because, I don't want to, forget it. But I have motivation to beat everyone else. So I just want to beat everyone else so then I can win. And that'll, give me motivation to keep trying and to work harder.
Yeah. That's a big deal. That's a big challenge that you accepted, and you're going to do just fine. And whatever your motivation, you use that to your advantage. You put yourself out there, right? That's what you were just talking about. You just put yourself out there, try it, see how it goes. It's awesome. And it's okay to be nervous. I heard you say I forgot how you just said it, but it was a good scared versus not good scared.
Oh, say you have a test.
Yeah.
And you haven't studied for it.
Uh-huh.
So you're scared that you're going to do bad. Then there's competition. You're really excited for the competition, but you're scared. So that's good scared.
Ah, that's good, guys. What she just described was good stress and not so good stress. All of it can be used and identified as energy, okay? So how you begin to think about stress. So I say, do you think about stress as good or bad? Most of the time when I ask that question for people, they say they think about it as a bad thing. But stress can be a good thing. It gives you the energy, it gives you the confidence, it gives you the motivation to get the thing done. So it's fuel used to improve your performance. But if your mindset around stressors, if it scares you and terrifies you to a point where you don't want to do it and it keeps you stuck, that can be a bad way to kind of look at stress. But if it's something that's exciting, remember, it's all energy. If you can think about that stress, that dance competition, that's going out there having fun, being motivated to beat that next person, you're using that fuel as energy. It's all energy. How you think about it matters. If you can transform your thoughts around anything that you face, I love that you can't end the day if you don't get it started. That type of mindset, that type of mental space will allow you to get up and do the things that you don't want to do. It'll allow you to get up and compete and perform at a higher level, even when you didn't think you could, you're becoming. So be kind to yourself. Be kind to your mind. Be kind to your thoughts. Okay? It all matters. Anything else that you want the people to know?
You can't really be scared and expect for something good to happen. If you're just like sitting there waiting for something to happen, nothing's gonna happen. So you just gotta like try really hard, and you gotta just try everything, and you have to really be focused on what you want to happen. Like if you really, really want to get your ears pierced or something, then you gotta like really work on your begging skills, and you gotta like beg a lot for like what you want. So you just gotta really keep trying and be persistent.
I love you. I love you. Good example. Is that what you had to do to get your ears pierced?
No,
Okay.
I just got taken to get them pierced, but I never wore my earrings, so I had to get them pierced again.
Yeah. But the point is, you keep asking, you keep going after it, you keep putting in the effort. You're exactly right. If you don't do, nothing happens. If you don't ask, it's automatically a no. Only thing you can do is ask and try. And if you fail, try again. Failure's good. Failure really is a good thing because it really does reset that point of, okay, I thought I was ready. Maybe I didn't study for that test. Maybe I didn't prepare as well as I should. I failed. But guess what? There's another opportunity around the corner that I can come back and get it right. Okay? Nina Simone, I am proud of you. I love who you're becoming. I love who you are. Every piece of you is amazing. I'm excited to see you grow. I'm excited to see you change. I'm excited to see you love, laugh, cry. I'm very proud of you. Thank you for coming up here, spending some time with me and hanging out. We're going to share a couple more of your affirmations throughout this outro. I want people to hear you and hear your voice, and I'm glad that you can hear your voice and hear yourself change. Is there anything that you're looking forward to in this next part of your journey? You're going into the 7th grade, right? Another chapter of your life. Anything you want to say to your future self?
I just hope that I keep being funny.
Yeah.
And I don't get really boring, because I don't want to be one of those boring people who don't do anything. Like, that seems really sad and depressing. I want to be like one of those people, like, they always want to go party and stuff. Like, I want to be one of those exciting people. So I just hope I'm really exciting, and I continue to be exciting, because I personally think I'm very exciting.
You are. I can agree. There's never a dull moment with you.
And I hope I also continue to be kind, because, like, I don't want to be mean. But sometimes, like, when people are mean to you, it's kind of hard to not be mean back, because, like, it just bothers you. But, like, sometimes when people are mean to me, I just don't say anything. But eventually they'll stop, because they realize it's not actually bothering you, and they realize there's no point in being mean to you anymore, so they're not mean to you. And I hope I also am smart in the future, because I want to go to college.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And I want to drive. So I hope I don't fail my test.
You got a lot of good things that you're looking forward to. That's really, really cool. And parents, I would encourage you, as you're listening to this right now, sit down with your youth, your teen, whatever the age is, and just check in. Check in on how they're doing and how they're feeling about themselves. Do a confidence check. What do they feel like they're doing well in? What are the areas that they want to see themselves continue to grow? Maybe pull up an old picture and have them go back to that mental space, that memory of when they were at that age. What do they remember about themselves? What did they love about who they are or were? And what did they look forward to? I think it's important for us to love every stage of us. Every stage of us. There's pictures that I go back to when I was 12, 13 with braces on, and I'm like, oh my God. Oh my. Whew, glad I made it through that. But it's good to remember. It's good to remember. So sit down with your youth, spend some time and just check in on where they are, because the more that they talk, the more that you learn about what they think and what they feel. And it's all important. It's all valid, because we're all becoming. We have not arrived yet. We're all becoming. And with that, we need to all have some things that we're saying to ourselves to keep ourselves moving forward. So thank you, Nina Simone, for your affirmations. We will put those I would actually post the previous episode that she did a few years back. I'm going to put that below as well. You'll be able to get to that in this YouTube video. Or audio, if you're listening to that, we'll put that in the notes. But yeah, we're going to stick that there so you can go back and watch her very first show, and then you can continue to watch this one. But most importantly, check out her affirmations. And if you want to use that and share that with your kids or somebody that you know that just may want to have some positivity flowing throughout their day, turn those on. Create some affirmations with your family. Create some affirmations for yourself. What do you want to say to yourself? What do you want to hear about yourself? It all matters. So thank you, Mental Fitness Matters community. Continue to go out and shine bright like the stars that we are. Your impact, your voice, it all matters. And take a listen. Nina's going to send us out with this outro with the affirmations. Take a listen.
I'm everything to my family. I can do anything. I am me. I'm funny. I am not afraid. I will try to do my best. I can. I have fun. I laugh. I smile. I dance. I sing. I play. I love me. I'm a superstar. I give the best hugs. I am kind to my friends. I have big dreams. I love my family. I believe in myself. My family loves me. I am a leader. I don't give up. I am okay being me.
Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of the Mental Fitness Matters Show. If you've enjoyed that, please like, share, and subscribe, and we cannot wait to see you soon. Shine bright like the stars that you are. Love you, Nina Simone.
Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Mental Fitness Matters. Be sure to subscribe wherever you heard this podcast so you never miss a future episode. If you found value in today's show, please share it with others. For more information or to connect with Tracy, you can visit her online and on Instagram at tracyalston.com and on LinkedIn and Facebook at Tracy Alston. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you next time.